Today, I'm using this digger I am currently sat in to just grade out a track that has been washed away during winter. We've still got to put more stuff on top of it, but just at least to start off this video, going to take the digger that I've just overlaid down the bit of track just down there, to then just grade all the mud back up the hill where it's all washed back down. And then, I don't know what else we're going to do, but we're going to do something really exciting. But anyways, let's do that. Boy, come on! Okay then, we're making some solid progress. As you can see, I've started to grade out, kind of, down the bottom. What I've done is tried to take this little corner away where you can see where my finger is, just so when I come along the track with the tractor, like another day later on, not too sure, I can come up around up this track and then dump it as I come up, rather reversing from up there down here, because you could never get around there before because how much of a, lump it was. So that's what I've tried to do. So it's not too bad now. Graded it out a bit, not going to go too mad purely because we are putting soil and stuff back on top of it. It's more sort of down the bottom, you can see where it's a bit shallower down there maybe, and then graded up here. Still got a fair bit to go, and the worst bits are up there, but this is, I just wanted to just smooth it out basically before we jumped on it and done any more, you get me? But anyways, let's crack on. To apologise about how windy it is, because it is bloody, look at me hat, winding all over the place. But anyways, the track has come off of this poor digger. The track is popped off. I'm just waiting for Chris to come out so he can give me a hand putting it back on. But, oh well, here's what it is. One of those things in it. But we're getting there, as you can see, nice and smooth. Just to do this little bit, literally up till there where my finger is, just to scrape that bit, feel the size in a little bit. And then it's all cushy mush. So, cut to me either trying to put the track back on or back in the digger, digging some more. Well, that was successful and unsuccessful. The track is back on. I've done probably about as much as I can at this moment in time, because I need two people really to do all the other bits of mud. So what I'm what I am gonna do now, I need to check the time actually before I say what I'm gonna do now. I'm either gonna go have some lunch or gonna go cut all the grass on the bank around the arena. That has not been done yet, and it needs doing. So, cut to me doing something like that. Now then, boys, it's actually a couple of days later because I actually lost the camera I am filming this on. So I didn't bother filming anything else along the way because I didn't think I'd have the footage to show. But anyways, grass is all cut on the bank, as you can see. Now just taking a tractor and a trailer up the field to now get some muck to fill in where I dug a bit out the other day. Well, that you would have seen earlier on this video. But yeah, I did it. I found it. Oh, it must have fallen out of my pocket when I was doing the diggering the other day. When I was coming down, so I was like, oh, for goodness sake, where's that gone then? But luckily, I managed to find it. And luckily, we are filming and up going again. So anyways, so I'm just going to film us putting some mud on the track and that. I missed a few days of filming, actually. But it's what it is. Never mind. I've got a little bit of muck in the trailer and he's dumping also. And then obviously going to fill it up with mud, dump it on the old track. And then, I don't know, probably have a few beers because it is like 20 degrees. I've got a couple of steaks to go on the old BB&Q. And that's probably about it for today. I've got some other videos coming up. They were exciting rather than all this stuff, like more car stuff, and going to see some few planes in the next episode. Might not be the next one, but in one of them anyway. So that'd be exciting. So, anyways, cut to me with some mud in the trailer. Now that I'm all loaded up, we've got to dump it. I've actually already dumped one load already, just purely because I forgot to film it. So, it is what it is. So we're heading up to the old spot now. As you can see, on the left over there is where I dumped it. First time. Obviously, dumped some stuff the other day when they weren't filming it. Oh, but anyways, we're back up to it where we were. And then dump it, you get me merch. Well, I don't really know where to put you for this, I'll be honest with you. Wonder if I could... perfect spot, upside down, but... See how that looks. I don't know what it's going to look like. Try not to trailer in around. Well, that went to plan. How about that then? How about that? I didn't even turn the all-wheel drive on either. Anyways, that went successfully. Still need loads more, but yeah, it's getting there. It's progress, slowly but surely. You know, not a what is the saying, babes? About the old tortoise and the hare, whatever that saying is. Anyways, let's do some more and then see where we're at in a minute. On my way to dump my last load of the day. Actually, that's wrong. I'll hopefully dump a load of your mum later on. Anyways, on to the last load of dumping the mud for today. I am going up from the bottom to the top as well. That's pardon the pun, or whatever it's called. I don't know, Shaggy, but behaviour is starting to get to me now. Basically, I'm going up the track and dumping rather than at the top of the track, reversing and dumping. So this could either go amazingly well or amazingly appalling. So I don't really know until I get there, until I tip it. So I'll either film tipping it, or I'll film after when I've tipped the tractor over. I'll go like, oh, well, I've made a bit of a mess here. But anyways, cut to me when I've either done one of those two. I nearly didn't film good, but it passed it. There it is. I dumped it off. It was a bit sketchy, not going to lie. But we survived. Now then, boys. Don't even see that bloke on TikTok, but he's absolute class. Now then, boys. I'm going to go for a pint in the garden and throw the ball for Dukey, I think. Such a lovely day, so I might as well enjoy it since the sun's out. Come on, babes. And what we're going to do after that, not really, have a pint. And then we might have a bit of a one-to-one later on once I cook some steak on a barbecue. But then that might turn into rubbish. The video might actually end it. But I don't really know yet. Anyways, so either like, subscribe, or comment now. Because the video might end. But if it doesn't, like, subscribe, or comment anyway. You tell her.